Hello there, and welcome to Dr. T for June the 3rd. We are taking on Stage 1 right now. I am doing a bit of a crazy landing because there's so much free GBE. I figure, if you really need the help on this level, you can't pass that up. So, land your tanks kind of spread around the base, and then you can use all the free GBE you get to take out that shock launcher because it's a bit of a biatch. And you can also still have a little bit left over to throw your critters, and that's awkward. But basically, yeah, save some GBE so that you can stun the sniper tower, or sniper towers, as well as, maybe throw a heal or two, whatever kind of you need. Oh, yes, also, this HQ has 85,000 hit points. So, not incredibly... Oh my god, a spider! The thing is enormous. Hold on. Oh, man. I tried. Sorry, couldn't reach it. So, Stage 2, 85,000 hit points exactly. Once again, I guess, they just kind of copy and paste it. I don't know. Anyways, And I don't know if I mentioned this, but today is leg day for the ladies, and because of this, throughout this video, I am throwing in a lot of different speeds. Hopefully it doesn't look too jerky and weird, because the tanks are cruising, all over the place. The lease is almost up. We figured we'd run the mileage up while we still could. So, Stage 2, go up the right-hand side, crawl around the back, and I'm slowing it down here because this is the part where it actually matters. If you creep in along the very top here, you don't even have to touch those two boom cannons, which, if you're short on GBE and barely able to take out this level, could be a big deal, taking out that shock launcher. If that takes everything you got, that's okay, because that's all you need to take out, which is a good thing. Moving on to Stage 3, which once again got a little fast forwarding because we're going left hand side this time. This base has 185,000, so they just tacked on an extra one in front of it and good to go. So 185k on the HQ, landing left-hand side, running all the way through the whole left-hand side, and dropping some GBE that hopefully we've collected from blowing up various different little things here to kill the boom cannon, because obviously it's a thing. That boom cannon, I believe, had only around 5,000, 5,500 hit points in that range. And then the shock launcher had around, I want to say, it took two, so I'm going to math it, and I'm going to say 11,000 hit points? Sorry, I didn't actually track those down because I was like, oh yeah, Stage 3, I don't have to worry about it. No, Stage 3 never had shock launchers. Whoops. So, as long as you crawl up the very top, once again, basically your tanks will naturally move in on that HQ, and you set the cruise control to pew pew, and you will eventually get some loots. I threw a bunch of GBE to try and speed things up, but by all means, if you don't have that, you don't need it. The clock may be an issue, so if you plan on keeping a boat of Zookas, for example, keep some GBE to shock the rocket launchers because they will target the Zookas, or just use Grens if you have Grens. I don't remember exactly what level you get Grens at, but they have the longer range, so they will be safe behind the tankies. Which will take us to Stage 4. Stage 4 having 170,000 hit points on that HQ, and there is a boom cannon that we've got to kind of go through that has 8.5k, so not too scary, but it's enough that it might be helpful to know. Also, that cannon that I just blew up had around 7k, and I blew it up because it would have had range way later on... Oh, you know what? We don't even need to do the boom cannon. You know what? The boom cannon has 0 hit points. Why does the boom cannon have 0 hit points? Because we don't gotta kill it. That's right, because it's leg day, and the ladies are running around the right-hand side of the map, up along the back, and skipping all of the bad things. Also, I apologize for any lateness in this video. I did suffer a bout of cat-on-lapatitis this morning, and for those of you who suffer from cat-on-lapatitis, as you know, it pretty much paralyzes you. It slows all of your productivity down to next to nothing, and during long bouts of cat-on-lapatitis, it can get painful due to the inability of your limbs to move. And in this case, it was particularly bad because it also affected my mouse arm, because the head was resting on the mouse arm and, you know, I was unable to move. So, sorry for the slowness. Hopefully I can still get this out on time. The good news is I'm leaving for my camping trip this weekend, so I got the day off and I don't have to worry about making it to work. So, you know, we'll muscle through this and we'll make sure this video gets up. Now, what that means for you guys is I will not be posting, I guess, any Dr. T run-throughs or anything like that over the weekend. I do have some videos that I kind of slapped together, and, you know, I kind of saved up footage for the last little bit, and hopefully it's interesting and useful. And actually the first video I'm releasing today at the same time as the Dr. T video. Please definitely, there should be a little banner at the end of this video saying, you know, like, click here and you can watch this video, yay! Take a look at it. Basically, it's all about how I went from having, I guess, level, you know, two tank landing crafts to 3 tank landing crafts relatively quickly and without the excessive use of diamonds and the excessive build of VP, because that's kind of what I did. I didn't really use diamonds. I use more diamonds to try and make these videos because I do something stupid and then I lose a couple of tanks and then I'm like, shit, I need those tanks back so that I can actually attack the next level. And so anyways, we'll move on from that. The point is, hopefully, you know, they're entertaining or informational or infotainmational? Hopefully they're useful for you guys. I'll make up words all day long because I make not so good with the Englishes. Alright, so stage 5, obviously going left side, blowing things up, there's cannons. I don't know if I covered how much HP this HQ has, but it's 240,000. The boom cannon, because we actually did have to take out the boom cannon, had 11,000 hit points. And I believe there's a shock launcher somewhere way... who cares? So it has 0 hit points, because no one cares. Because you don't have to go through the stupid... like, it doesn't have range, so screw it. And even if you were, like, to warrior rush it, it shouldn't... I don't know. Maybe there's not even a shock. I got nothing. So I do accept that on this level I did kind of burn through a mountain of GBE, and I greatly apologize. Basically, I was just trying to keep the tank up so that I wouldn't have to spend some more diamonds to bring it back for, like, stage 6 and 7, where I'm probably going to need that extra tank. And also because if I had let it drop, it would have just taken even longer for this very slow grind down to I win. Now, the good news is that I landed 1 boat. If you landed 2 boat, it shows you that against these 2 rocket launchers, 2 boats of medics should have no problem keeping up with the rockets and actually healing your tanks up, because as you can see when I started this, that poor tank in the middle had just like a sliver of health. And as we kind of coast through here, it's growing. The bar is changing colors from red to green, which is a good thing. That means that it's going in the right direction. Yeah, it's not growing. So, that's stage 5. Pretty easy and straightforward, hopefully. I know the GPU usage was higher than normal, but also it was only one boat of tanks, so hopefully that balances out. If I had landed another boat of tanks, I would have had to have used a lot less energy. Which brings us to stage 6. On stage 6, there's 250,000 hit points on that HQ, there's 12,000 hit points on the boom cannon that is about to get boomed up. And there's 17.5k on the shock launcher, which is getting... Yeah, not shocked, because that's an actual thing. Shucked? Up? No. Alright, anyways. So, it got blowed up, too. It got boomed. So... between the shock launcher and the boom cannon, hopefully you can take that all out. If you can't take them out both before landing all your troops kind of a thing, obviously take out the shock launcher first, because you will build up GBE as you go, because as you could see, the landing, there's a buttload of machine guns that are not really that scary, and then even this approach towards the base, there's a lot of defenses, but they're really not scary defenses. So as long as you've kind of thrown some critters or whatever your choice is to clear some mines away, you should have no problems cruising on in for a nice easy kill on this base. And, you know, if you don't accidentally quadruple flare for no freaking reason, don't even get me started. Oh my goodness, yeah, that was that was because of the cat on lapatitis. I promise. It was quite the long bout this morning, and as you can see, it clearly affected my arms. Damn paralysis. So anyways, from here we can cruise and kill, and that will move us on to stage number 7, which is very exciting because I was able to take it out today. Also, as usual, I am running, oh, nice, 2 crystals. So that's the mandatory crystal and an extra crystal, which is awesome. So, stage 7, 430k hit points on the HQ. This boom cannon that I'm kicking the crap out of has 15k hit points on it. Just gonna flare the ladies into the right area and take out this. There we go. And then there is a shock launcher with 19,000. Oh, that took too many. So see what happens with cat on lapatitis. You start screwing up and doing horrible editing. I apologize. So let's try this again. Land everything right hand side. Go in after that boom cannon, and it has 15,000 hit points still, only this time I can take it out without the extra attack, which is, probably important, because there are a lot of sniper towers in here, and that is going to require some shocking. Also, sorry, the shock launcher has 19,000, I kind of got distracted there. I don't know if the shock launcher would actually affect, like, warriors, or I don't know, but it's out there and it has 19,000 hit points, and good luck with it. So when we come up to this wall of cannons and sniper towers, this is where things get shocking. Sorry, that was horrible. Jim Carrey, The Mask, no. Well, so throwing some shocks down on the cannons and sniper towers just to sort of mitigate the amount of damage that we are taking from the wall of defenses here. Now what's nice is the tanks kind of naturally spread out into a line, and they're just running through and ruining everything, but there's a lot of movement and they're going through fairly quickly, so no one tank really gets focused for that long, which is great, because that is kind of how the tanks operate, and how they operate best, I guess you could say. Now, I do lose a tank here because, well, I wasn't paying attention very good, and I can live with that because this is stage 7, so there's going to be losses. This is kind of pushing my, I guess, level of comfort. Now, if you flare everything back up after you've cleared down a little bit, you can basically just cruise through while your medics heal everybody up. You probably will even have enough energy to do what I did, which was just throw out some extra freaking heals, because why not? And from here, it's nice easy cruise control to a nice easy win, and most importantly, more fat loot. So, I'm gonna start early because I do definitely have to finish loading the truck so that we can get out and into the woods. But thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this has been helpful for you guys. And most importantly, have yourselves a fantastic day. Smiley face for the win. Oh, not enough energy to finish the smile. Dang. Alright, not so smiley face for the win. Oh, and 2 crystals. Anyways, have a great one.